Hello, art students. This is a video to explain all the things you're going to be expected to do with your Blue Dog art project. So for this project, we're going to be spotlighting and looking into an artist called George Rodriguez, and he is known for his Blue Dog paintings. So the learning objective for this project is that students will show an understanding of subject matter in art by creating an original drawing and an artist statement. So you're going to make your own drawing, and you're also going to explain what's happening in that drawing in your artist statement. So this is the step-by-steps of what we're going to do in this lesson. First, we're going to meet the artist. You're going to watch this video about George Rodriguez and hear a little bit about his artwork. Then you're going to complete the compare and contrast artworks assignment. You're going to look at two different paintings and you're going to tell me what is similar about them and what is different about them, just like you've done in the past. The next thing you're going to do, hopefully, is watch this video about the whole project, the overview of the project. Then you're going to complete a planning sheet to help you plan out what you want your drawing to look like. And then you'll watch the step-by-step video to help you draw your Blue Dog. And then you'll complete your project and write your artist statement. So that's a little overview of how we're going to go about doing everything. So before we get started, there's some words that you need to know. The first one is subject matter, and that is what the artwork is about or what you see in the artwork. So for example, we're going to see a dog in our artwork for this project, so the subject matter is a dog. But the subject matter could also be the other things you see in the artwork. So for example, if I go back a slide, the subject matter here is a dog playing on a football field, or in the forest at night, or on the beach here. The next word you need to know is mood. Mood is the feeling expressed in the artwork. So does the artwork look happy? Does it look sad? Does it look excited? There's lots of things you can do to make sure when people look at your artwork, they get a certain feeling or mood from it, and that has to do with the subject matter as well. The next word you need to know is context. So context can be shown in a lot of different ways. It's any information that gives the artwork meaning. So it might be the things you see in the actual artwork. It might be the place where the artwork is displayed. So if it's displayed on the wall in an art museum, or if it's displayed in a magazine, that's going to change the way you look at the artwork. Okay, so we know that drawing is the foundation of art, and we know about line and shading. And these are very important because anytime we're trying to make a piece of art, we're probably going to start with drawing. So we're going to use lines to create shapes, and then we're going to add details to those shapes. Now remember, observation is key. You've got to be paying close attention to what you're trying to draw. I suggest breaking down complex forms and objects into simpler shapes, and I'm going to show you what that looks like on the next slide. So you can see this dog has been broken down into a lot of different shapes, okay? And this helps form your basis of your drawing. So you want to make sure you do this first before you try to draw something else. And I will do that in the step-by-step video you watch later. So here's one of George Rodriguez's examples of a blue dog that he has drawn. So he draws a dog in most of his paintings, and it's always blue. And the background is always different. So you can see that he looks like he's outside in a swampy area, and there's also an alligator here. So that tells you a little bit more about the painting. Now here is a little bit we can kind of compare and contrast. So these both have a blue dog, but they look very different. The feel of the artwork is very different. This one, the colors are not bright. It looks a little sadder. The background is way different. Whereas this one, bright colors, there's thick, bold lines, whereas here they're all blended together. The colors are blended together. So even though the subject matter is a little bit similar because they both have a dog, specifically a blue dog, the background is a little bit different. It tells a little bit different story. And that's kind of what you guys are going to do. You're going to draw the same dog and it's going to be blue, but your backgrounds could be a lot different because different students are going to do different things in their artwork. Okay, so now that you kind of have an idea of what yours might look like, whether it's from the examples from the actual artist, George Rodriguez, or the student examples that I showed you on this slide, your artwork is going to be very specific to you. You get to decide what the background looks like. So you want to make sure that you complete your planning sheet in order to decide what that is. So then you're going to draw your dog and draw your background and make sure you color it completely. So you want to color it using colored pencils, crayons, or markers, okay? Then you're going to submit a photo, and in the artist statement, you'll explain it.